Good morning. I hope you're doing great. So now we can actually go on our quick analysis, but today I will try to go straight to everything here as quick as possible. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And before I continue, we still have that special, our signal indicator special. So for those who want the system, you can get it. So mostly the analysis that I'm going to show you there, those signals that we took there, most of them, they also come in from this indicator. So this is US oil. Just look at this cell there. You are not going to miss this. And remember, we have 50% off from $150 to $75. So which means you're saving that 50%. So you can see that if maybe you had this system, you were going to see this buy, you were going to get this buy, going to get that sell, and you were going to get that sell. So it wasn't going to be that easy for you to miss this type of moves. And I can encourage people who are going to purchase this so that don't just trade everything. If maybe you want to trade US oil, just trade maybe 2 or 3. I know that you can get like signals from everything, but it's much better to focus on very few. On Friday, I got this signal before the market closed. Earlier, I found the market was around here. Then yesterday, we also had a nice trade. We just look at that. And we bought this and it was profitable. But just look, you're not going to miss any trade, actually. You're not going to miss, especially when you focus on very few things. You can just throw everything. You can just throw everything. So for those who want this system, just let me know. But if you want our signals, it's only $60, 12 months. But this system, guys, just know it doesn't expire. It's like you just get it and you just use it as long as you still trade. So I think let's start here. I don't know if I did the analysis here. Okay. I will just be trying to go as quick as possible so that I can. There's people who actually want this. I know, even though I do very few of my analysis based on the stuff that I trade. So here we can see that we are on Euro AUD. The market, it's no longer on this type of a structure or downtrend. So now the market is just consolidating. After that breakout, obviously there is enough chance that the market can continue with this uptrend. Once the market breaks out here, it means that the market wants to do what? To continue with the trend, uptrend actually. So obviously the market is willing to go even higher. I think on other ones, I will just use a daily time frame so that you can see them nicely. There is nothing different with that 4-hour time frame. It's just that on 4-hour time frame, there is a lot of candlesticks, but they are quite thin. So you can see here now the structure is very nice. Now we see the market consolidating. At the end of the day, the market might continue going even higher. But if the market is consolidating like that, it's obvious, stay out of the market. AUDCHF, I don't really like this type of a structure, but we can see that the market is just on this nice downtrend. You can see that the market is going lower, but it's giving us this ranging structure. So even though, even though we know that the market is continuing with this trend, just know that we might have something like that going further, because that's how the market moves with this type of a structure. That's why you're supposed to stick with the very few instruments that you trade so that you can understand the way they move, you see. So now we are on CAD JPY. CAD actually melted after tariffs, or when Trump was introducing the tariffs, but it seems like the market finally reversed. So we can see that yes, the market was coming from this nice uptrend, very nice uptrend, by the way, very nice structure, but the market decided to break out. So it's like the market is back where it broke out. Maybe it might just retest there, just play around, and maybe we might see that continuation of a sell, or maybe the market might actually try to go even higher again. I hope that makes sense. So USD ZAR. USD ZAR still on that uptrend. I drawn this few weeks, let's say last week. So we can see that the market is still on this nice uptrend. I drawn this curved structure, understanding that that's how the market moves most of the time. There's nothing wrong with the straight line. I just thought, you know what, this will make sense here. And it does make sense because we had a buy around this level, even though the market sometimes moves back, reverse very quick. But at the end of the day, the market keeps going up. It means even though the market reverse here and there, we're still going to make money because the market it's actually on this nice uptrend. So I'm expecting to see that continuation of bullish move because the dollar is stronger, guys. The dollar is stronger. Maybe that will change after NFP, but it doesn't really seem like that. This tariffs things, and when Trump is still trying to I don't know, bullying other countries, I think the dollar is going to be quite stronger for now. So New Zealand USD, we did smash this one also. The same from the indicator. So we see that the market, it's on this. This one is aggressive because you can see the structure here. It was just not really moving very nice. At least here, we see a proper structure. But this one, already we touched the TP. But you can see that yes, this was just obvious. It was just a continuation of the trend. And this is what I do every day. I follow the trend. And trend just went in my favor. There was nothing new to discover there. But yes, I just followed the trend. As they say, trend is your friend, right? So USD CHF. USD CHF, still it seems like the dollar is getting stronger against this CHF or Swiss franc. So I think I just drawn only the trend here, but if you check nicely, we have structures like this here. So the market is actually giving us this consolidation structures, but at the end of the day, we are on this nice uptrend. So at the moment, if the market doesn't really break out of this resistance, we're waiting for the market to go a little bit lower before we see another push because this is a proper uptrend. I hope you see that. So let's push to the next one. AUD USD. No, this one I did not really entertain much. I think we had a sell before, but I did not really come back here because the moves here sometimes, minor pairs or other pairs sometimes, listen, but this is not a minor pair. They don't really move nice sometimes. So we come in from this nice uptrend. You can see that the dollar is quite stronger. And at the moment, we can see that the market is trying to find a perfect structure because at the moment, even though we know that the market broke out of this support area, we know that the market is supposed to continue with this downtrend, but the market is still playing around. So we'll see what will happen. But at the end of the day, I think we are going to continue going even lower. Simple as that. But I don't really see an aggressive panic here on AUD because maybe AUD, they also have some serious tariffs. So maybe they're not gonna lose much. So that day you can see this is a daily time frame, guys. Just look at that. Just look at this. Oh, that candlestick is the time they were talking about. I think it happened on Saturday, but Monday the market reacted like that, went up and came down very quick. Maybe it's because also Canada side, they also placed some tariffs on US goods. So that actually means something. So, and what I like is we've been also buying a USD CAD. We've been buying because the end of the day, we are still on that uptrend. That's why I'm actually following this trend. So now it's like, okay, the market went up. We actually canceled each other. So we're back on the normal moves. So we can say, okay, once the market breaks out of this area, then we will be ready to continue buying. Or maybe the market might just play around. Remember, Friday we have NFP. Things might change here and there. But at the end of the day, as we speak, the dollar is quite stronger. So, okay, I think we have to focus on this because this is a daily time frame, guys. So we had Euro JPY, I think last week. I think it was, yeah, last week. So the overall structure here is quite straightforward. We're going down, we're going down. You can see that's why we had the sell. Guess what? The TP was very close because it shows us that the market went doubled that actually. But you know what? We did smash. But I think our TP was just very, very close. And this is a daily time frame. It's not like maybe we did not really get enough. That was a very bigger one. But unfortunately, I don't really take this because I trade very few pairs. Also, I focus on NASDAQ. Discipline, it's number one, you see. But as I'm trying to show you that people who are in the group or who have the system or signal indicator, they actually smashing, they actually eating. They just kept quiet and eating. So you just keep quiet and eat. So now GBP, JPY, we also smashed this one. You can see there's no way we're going to miss this because this trend line has been here for quite some time. So you can see, even if maybe they say you don't really know how to trade, these moves, they were just obvious. So we smashed that. And remember, I don't really go against the trend. If the trend says we are on that uptrend, just know that I'm going to look for buy positions only. So which means I'm not going to be tempted when the market is going down, try to sell. No, we focus on this buy. I focus on that buy. So now the market is a little bit higher. I can throw something like that. If the market breaks, I can continue buying, or maybe the market will try to reverse a little bit. But I think something like this can also work because sometimes the market won't be bouncing back to your level. So the market might not really come back. There's possibility of that. So the market once breaks this area, that is also a continuation of a buy. So we can keep buying around that level. So let's push to the next one, GBP USD. So GBP USD has also been playing some games, but you know what I like? We do smash this, but it doesn't really want to go even further or higher. But you can see it bounced around our halfway towards our TP. But the overall structure, it was also quite straightforward because this was a very nice uptrend. So I'm still looking for a proper buy there. Just look at that. So I think the market will continue going higher and higher. Simple as that. So let's push to the next one, which is Euro USD. This one was also quite straightforward. Yesterday, we found the market melting around this level. So this was also quite straightforward. The market is on a downtrend. We expect a continuation of that downtrend. As the dollar is increasing tariffs, it makes the dollar to be quite stronger. So yeah, this was obvious, but we were supposed to get it around that level, but it's fine because we also smashed it there. So I don't know, do you see what we're doing here? Do you see the trend? Do you see what's really happening? Because the trend shows us that we're smashing, but at the end of the day, we're just following the trend. It's not like we're doing something special, but you have to be disciplined to do that, to follow that. So which means you're not gonna chase the market, you see. And if you don't really chase the market, slowly you're communicating with your emotions that, you know what, I'm not supposed to be greedy. I'm not supposed to be greedy. You see, Bitcoin is still doing its thing. It seems like it's struggling to break around this 110 whatever mark. So at the moment, we just consolidating quite similar to here. I think this will also repeat around there. I think the market is just taking its time just to think twice. But I think we can draw something like that. It's actually a continuation of this uptrend. Obviously, slowly the market will continue going higher. Yes, we're controlled by this consolidation structure. We'll see if maybe the market breaks that support or resistance. Then we can say, okay, now we can continue with the trend. So now we are on dollar index, trying to make this as quick as possible so that I can cover as much everyone out there. So dollar index, we can see that we're still on this nice uptrend, but we have a stronger resistance. It shows us that the market is respecting this level, but at the end of the day, we can see that the market is coming from the lowest area going higher. So this is a proper uptrend. The market is actually going to move like that. And it seems like we're going to continue like that because, yeah, it seems like we're going to have a serious volatile here. So I'm expecting to see a continuation of that bullish structure. GBP USD. Yes, we did smash this one, but unfortunately on this, we did not really take or reach take profit, but we were even way far from our actually very closer to our TP, but even though the market reversed. So we can see that the market, it's been on this nice downtrend structure, and we reached that downtrend again. So that resistant line, it seems like the market will be continuing. But at the moment, the way I saw the market moves and the way we did smash, sometimes we just go a little bit slower. If maybe you have 4 or 5 trades in a row where you were just smashing, it's obvious that you can win like almost every day. Sometimes there's this opportunities or these setups, they just traps. You can't just win the whole week. We won almost the whole week. So one way or another, there is a trade that might take us out. So let's be extra careful, and let's not even think that we're going to win every trade. So what we're going to do is we're going to just limit and just wait for the opportunity. Let's not chase, because mostly we lose because we're chasing trades. So now we are on gold. We can see that on gold we have this nice proper uptrend. It seems like gold doesn't really care about this resistance. Obviously, we're gonna start to think about this bullish structure going further. But the overall move here, I've been preaching this since last year, that we are on this nice uptrend. Don't look for a sell on gold. And yes, at the end of the day, we kept pushing higher and higher. So yeah, but don't play around with gold. This can be brutal sometimes. This can make you think twice and think like I'm not actually a trader, or maybe you are not good enough. Gold can make you to think like that. So it means if you want to trade gold, get a broker that can go with maybe mini lots, or let's say it's mini lots or micro. I think it's something like that, where it's not gonna go aggressive. Just understand. But what I like about gold is, if it's on a trend, most likely it will continue with that trend for quite long. But the problem is, along the way, we're gonna have this aggressive sells, and you might panic sometimes and get out. So now let's push to the next one. The next one, which is actually US30. The overall structure here, I think, is quite straightforward for everyone. You can easily see that the market is on this nice uptrend. But where we are now, we can see that the market, it's like ranging. I think the market did not, or it's not really digesting all this tariff thing very well. I think it's gonna maybe take a week, 2 weeks, because I think they said they're gonna be effective today from Tuesday. So which means they are now on. So we'll see what is going to happen. So, but from US30, we can see that the market is a little bit ranging. So since we did smash, you remember yesterday we were talking about this area. I think maybe on this, sometimes I need to go on a smaller time frame. This one is quite visible. So we can see that from a different side, you can see that the market is still quite high, even though we did smash the market around this level. But I still believe that the market will then try to go quite slower, going down, before maybe we see a proper move. But we have to be extra careful. Just because we did smash here on a buy doesn't really mean today we're also going to go aggressive and look for those buy positions aggressively. No, we just have to wait and see. We start to see that the market is actually trying, or let's say the market is struggling to go higher. You might think that, okay, just because it seems like the market is going to buy, then you end up buying. No, you might buy and later on the market start to even like sell aggressively. So let's be extra careful. Already we are on the little bit higher level, even though this was a proper support also. So we have to think twice. So I'm out on US30, just waiting for the market to do its thing. Quite similar to NASDAQ. You can see that I'm not going to go on a daily time frame. You can see that the overall structure, it's still that uptrend. But when we go closer here, I think it's quite visible here on NASDAQ that we are on, let me close this. We are on a ranging structure. Just look at this area. Just look at this. you can see very well that the market seems to be ranging. So just because we did smash the market around this level, it doesn't really mean even today we're gonna do the same thing. We have to think outside the box. The market was just overreacting over the tariffs. Now they are effective. What will happen? The market might consolidate. Remember, we still have NFP. Something might happen. Something might happen. The market might even go even lower or going up, or maybe the market might go up. Remember, we still have this resistance and support here. So it's where most likely we're supposed to look for buy or sell positions. But when we are around this middle area, we don't really have to do much. We just need to relax. We already smashed. I think it was enough. So I'm not gonna entertain the market. What happened? What is the symbol? Is that what symbol is that? We no longer have S&P. Oh, S&P. Oh, is this normal? Just look at everything here. Seems to be red. Maybe it's my network, guys. Maybe it's my network. This thing's moving. Maybe it's my network connection. I don't really know what's really happening. But I think I will just stop it here because I think my network connection is now playing games with me. So yeah, or maybe it's the platform. So what we can do is, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. Go on my description, find that link for those who want to join the team and for those who want the system indicator. I wanted to continue, but I don't know what's really happening. Maybe they froze the market or something is happening. I don't really know. So anyways, thank you very much. Bye.